Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru. It is January 24th, 2025. I'm here for another crack at connections. After I do my Rosalind shuffle, I'm just going to read these through and see what happens. I've got craft, stare, line, work, nicotine, reflect, ponder, muse. Oh my goodness, reflect, ponder, and muse. Just give it to me, Rosalind. Look what you did with your shuffle. Ponder, muse. Right? Reflect, ponder, muse. Rough, interrupt. Funny thing is, I didn't even notice it until I kind of got to muse and had to look back a little bit because my brain was still on nicotine. I have to try patch. Sometimes that's why I don't catch anything, is because my brain is working on a word that's way up here. All right. So rough, interrupt, litter, cabbage, brood, cabbage patch. Hold on. Nicotine, cabbage. And you can see that sometimes my brain jumps ahead a bit. I'll catch something out of the corner of my eye. Brood, soul patch, trade, point. Brood could be here, right? Litter and brood, or reflect, ponder, muse and brood. But I've got that. So if I find three others or two others that match with litter and brood, I'll move that. Otherwise, I'm keeping that there. Craft. I feel like needle goes here somewhere. Oh wait, we didn't find another patch. I like needle craft, needle point. But if we're doing patch, then we wouldn't do a fill in the blank, but it could be things associated with needles. A line, like a pick line, like, I don't know. I could be totally wrong on that one. All right, let's go back to patch. Craft patch, stare patch, line patch, work patch, nicotine patch, reflect patch, ponder patch, muse patch, rough patch. Rough patch. Okay, what else do we not have here? Stare. I'm thinking of navel gazing, reflecting, pondering, musing, brooding, staring. But unless it says navel stare, I think I have to leave that one alone. I'm going to try to see if I've got needle here. So I'm going to put things that aren't needle over here. Needle work. I think I got it. So what do we have left over? I don't know. It feels like probably it's wrong. Stare. Nicotine, reflect, ponder, muse, rough. Interrupt. Litter. Cabbage, brood, soul, trade. Needle craft, needle point, needle line, needle work. I don't think that works well. Stare, interrupt, litter, trade, work, line, point, craft. I have to put these all back together, and that's going to be hard to do that in my brain. I think that was a false lead. Oh, here we go. Don't stare, don't interrupt, don't litter, don't trade, don't point, don't point. What if we do, these are things that you don't want to do because you would be considered rude. What did I take out? Shoot, what did I take out? I got all confused. Trade, trade. A craft, a trade, a line, a work, that's your work, that's your line, that's your trade, that's your craft. Okay, I think we got it. There's no needle in here. Okay, I think the purple is going to be nicotine patch, cabbage patch, soul patch, rough patch. When you think of nicotine, what else do you think of besides the nicotine patch? Cabbage patch, soul patch, and rough patch. aren't like hugely difficult to find. I think we've all heard of them, even if we don't automatically think of patch with them. I think this is one of the easiest purples, and I think it will be purple. It's one of the easiest purples we've had in a while. Nicotine patch, cabbage patch, soul patch, and rough patch. That's just my perspective. To me, it feels like it's going to work, and it's going to work for a lot of people. Blank patch. Okay. And then what are we going to do next? I think don't stare, don't interrupt, don't litter, and don't point. Don't be rude. Stare, interrupt, litter, point. Ways to be rude. I might point a lot. And sometimes I stare, but I'm just, I don't litter. And I usually only interrupt my family. Rude things to do. Everybody should know that. That's why it's green. Should be yellow. Yeah, I might be rude. Okay. Let's see. What are we going to do? I think craft, trade, line, and work. Craft, trade, line, and work is going to be blue. It's the thing you do. Because these are all synonymous, and I don't know, I got that easily, but vocation, and then brood, reflect, ponder, muse, that is our yellow. So as is pretty normal for me, I couldn't place the blue. I always have trouble with that blue. Not always, but a good portion of the time. All right, so that is it for me. I liked that one because the purple was straightforward to me, and I think it's straightforward to a lot of people. But there was still a little bit of, it wasn't a gimme. I got stuck here. So it was challenging, but not impossible. Those are the kind of puzzles I like best. That is it for me. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.